Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is a Rheinmetall Skorpion G. It's a Tier 8 German tank destroyer, turreted one. It's a premium one as well, and it's located on the north spawn of Lakeville under the command of Dunkel CSM Vit. Game started. Now it's got a 128mm gun. The reload time of 11.594 seconds, and it's got an alpha damage of 490 hit points, so it's a very potent turreted tank destroyer. And you can see Dunkel's actually gone straight up to that bush, knocked it down to provide a bit of cover whilst he aims at the enemy across the lake. Nothing in sight yet. Oh, now there is. It's a strip. And it's gone past the bush point, and yeah, you can still see him though. Fires around him, gets a lovely hit, overmatched his armour, 460 hit points, and the strip is now dead. Now there's a Batchat 12-ton down there as well, and he's put it back behind the rock because he was seen, but now he's unspotted, and that Batchat is now dead. So, another enemy in sight. He is using binocs, so he can see quite a distance. And just coming up the road is a Super Pershing, and he's taking a lot of damage. Now, the one drawbacks of the Rheinmetall Skorpion is the turret is very slow to traverse, and this can actually be quite a big problem if an enemy can get behind you. This vehicle is based on the chassis of the Panther tank, so, well, armour's negligible, so to speak. Anything that hits it's more than likely going to go through. But it does have fairly good mobility, and that 128mm gun is very powerful. In fact, actually, it's a Kanonen gun. That, in German, means that it was actually an artillery gun, not a tank destroyer or a tank gun. Oh, and that round went into the T-26. It tracked him. Didn't actually penetrate the armour, but he did pick up damage assist because he tracked the vehicle. 2 lots, actually. 779 hit points of damage assist there, and he's just waiting to go unspotted, and I think, yep, he's going to just drive back into the bush. If he can get another shot like that, well, that Pershing's almost on his last legs. He is a one shot, and there's a target he does want to hit. It's Chrysler K. Fires one in, but he doesn't penetrate the armour. He was unlucky there, but he's going to have another go. I don't think the Chrysler could see him. 6 cents didn't go off. Here we go. And this time round he did pen, and he got a high roll, 541. And the Chrysler's killed. So, next target. The Super Pershing's been killed as well, so yeah, Dunkel can actually now move into the centre on the lake road. And using the bushes around about here, he can actually get sight on the enemy in the town and also in other places. The other side, it's got quite a wide range from here. Now, there's a Tiger, a T-44 in town. Yes! Nice one into the Tiger too. I don't think he was too happy about that. Can he get another one in there? If he keeps staying there, he will get hit. Although that's quite an oblique angle. He's going for the turret. And he gets it! 559 hit points. Now, this is an encounter battle. And from this nice little position here, he can just see round the corner of the rock. I don't think he can get a shot into that T-44, but he hit the T-28 prototype. 551. He's racking up a lot of damage. Now he can hit the T-44. He's got him by the rear. If he can put one right up his posterior, and he does, 418 hit points. He's now over 3k of damage. It's looking very good. Just keep pumping these shells into the centre there. The T-44 can't see him. Now he's been tracked. Can he get another shot before the T-44 does his tracks up? Not sure. He does do his tracks up, but he's been tracked again. So I don't think he's going to be too happy about that. I don't think he can burn his repair kit either, because I think he's already in cooldown. And that one, I'm not sure if that did anything at all. Don't think it did. He might want to readjust his aim and hit the Tiger II instead, because I think he'll kill that with just one shot. And he does! Okay, now he can go for the T-44. They've got a 2-tank advantage. Can he get one in? Trying. Oh, T-44 pulled away pretty rapidly. I think he knew another shot was on the way in. Okay, Dunkel's moving to a new firing position. Seems a good move. The only real concern is if he goes too far around the corner, he might be spotted by some enemies back at their cap. The scores are now even, and they might have a tank destroyer on this road. Just over this rise, he has been spotted. Somebody saw him. Okay, he needs to get to a firing position with some cover. Oh, there's the enemy Arty. In fact, there's two of them. Takes out the first one, the M40, M43. In fact, they're both M43s, but if he can kill this Arty, that's certainly going to help his team a lot, and it will give him Pascucci's medal. Needs to get around the corner. Oh, he's trying to sneak round the other way, and going around this way, it's going to make it difficult for the M40 to traverse, and yep, got a kill. So now they have got a solid advantage, and he can now start moving towards the town, but staying in cover. Can he get shots on that VK? Well, he's almost at the road where he can shoot at it. There's an IS-3. Dialing in. Nicely done. Oh, no, it fell short. That was a bad one. He wasn't fully dialed in when he shot. And there's an enemy Skorpion G behind him, so he does need to now get into cover so he doesn't get shot in the rear. Okay, the enemy is capping, but we do have the advantage. 2 tanks. He's turning around, I think, to deal with the Skorpion G behind him. And I think he's going to try and get into cover. There's the Skorpion G. Oh, tries the snapshot, doesn't work. And that, yep, he was seen by the Skorpion G when he fired. It's a big gun. It will give off a lot of smoke and fire. And so, yeah, he was seen. But now, can he get a shot in? Yes, he does. 676. It's a high roll. He got it through the thin armor around the turret. Go for another shot, and he will kill this one. Get it right. That's it. Yes, gets the kill shot. No, he didn't. He bounced it. How could you bounce around with a 128mm shell? What the hell happened there? He doesn't want to get hit in return, but this will be a kill shot. Yes, got it this time. 86 hit points, but it's a kill. There's only 2 enemies remaining, and one of them is ahead of him. It's a Wizzy 132. And the T-69's there as well, so he's going to use the wreck of the Skorpion, and that T-69's emptying his magazine into Dunkel, and he's got no help from his team at the moment because they're on the cap area, but he's effectively guarding the pass, so to speak. He's loaded an AP round, he's turned the wreck round to make it more of a barrier. He can't see the Wizzy 132, now he can, and he fires one in, and he got a fire! He's set the Wizzy 132 on light, and he's being hit by an Arty round, so he is now one shot. Won't be long before he's dead. Fire through the building if you want to. I think a lot of people forget about that. Sometimes they just don't fire through buildings. It's actually can be sometimes quite convenient. Even if the enemy's hiding behind a building, you just fire straight through the building. The building's not too big. Should be easy enough to go straight through and take out the enemy on the other side, or at least it'll destroy the cover and mean that you can get him in the next shot. We've almost completed the cap. This game's going to be over momentarily, and it's a victory. Well, there was still one enemy left alive at the end of that game, but unfortunately we can't get the T-69. The Wizzy 132 was killed with the last shot of the game. And let's have a look at the end of battle stats. It's an ace tank for Dunkel CSM Vit in the Rheinmetall Skorpion G. He got a spotter badge for getting at least 1,000 hit points, a spotting damage, a bruiser medal, a fighter badge, a fire for effect out of the minor medals. But he also picked up a Pascucci's medal for killing both of the enemy Arty, the M43s, a Confederate medal for hitting more of the enemy than anyone else on his team, and he also picked up a high caliber for dealing the most damage in that battle overall. Let's have a look at the team score. There you go, top of the table, 5,452 hit points of damage, and it's nearly double the high score, the next high score. In fact, it is more than double the next high scorer in the game, and that happens to be the VK101P, who managed 2,331 hit points of damage. The next high score after that was, in fact, actually the T103 on his team, 2,307 hit points. When it came to kills, he again had the next, the high score, 4, and the next high score was 3 by the 53 TP, and then there was 2 kills by 4 tanks. When it came to base XP, well, he's got the top of the table yet again, top in all 3 columns, 1,744 base experience points, 884 for the 53 TP, and 796 for the T103. He fired 20 rounds during that game, got 17 direct hits and 12 penetrations, damage of 5,452 hit points, of which 3,321 were at more than 300 meters. He received 5 hits during that game. 4 of them were penetrations, 1 non-penetration. As I said, the armor is pretty dreadful. It's a Panther tank, and anything high caliber that hits it's more than likely going to go straight through. He spotted 3 enemy vehicles, damaged 10 of the enemy, killed 4 of them, so there's the 6 difference that earned him the Confederate. And he also did 3,025 hit points of spotting assist during the game. He also managed to get 7 defense points by firing into the cap whilst they were capping. On a premium count, he earned 113,604 credits, and after repair, ammunition, resupply and consumables, and he didn't use any premium ammo during that game, he actually took away 116,677 credits. In fact, actually, that's odd, because he took away more than he actually received. Where did that extra money come from? Well, 1.5. I think that's an anomaly from the client, and maybe he just got an extra amount passed in from his loot box or the storage that Wargaming has. He received 1,744 XP times 2 for the first victory, 262 because this is a premium vehicle, took away 5,494 experience points altogether. So a very nice little game there in the Skorpion G, and of course Wargaming likes the Skorpion G so much that they want to sell it to you again, and they've brought out the other Rheinmetall Skorpion without the G-bit, which doesn't have the Skorpion on it. It actually just has a basically plain pattern, and you can apply your own coloration to it. But you know, that's Wargaming for you. They'll sell you a tank, and then they'll try to sell you the same tank a little while later, but just painted a different color. Yes, yes, anything to fill the pockets, I suppose. Anyway, if you enjoyed that replay, please give it a like and do subscribe to our channel, and hopefully it's going to be one of your replays that I'll be featuring in the next video.